What's up, you fools? Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. Welcome to the ESC United expert panel, where we talk about the songs that were sent to the Eurovision Song Contest in 2020, 41 of them, and just share our thoughts. And of course, our scores. Brought my team along. We got Sean, we got James, and we got Connor here with me, and it is Finland's turn. Finland once again had their national final, UMK, and it was won by Aksel, and the name of the song, Looking Back. Let's talk about it from Look Away to Looking Back. Sean, what are your thoughts?
I'm glad I'm getting to go first, because I'm guessing a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, I want Cicciolina. I can't believe this one. You know, how did this get through instead of her?" But from the first moment I heard this song, it really grabbed me. I don't know why. He's got a lovely voice, real sort of soothing sing-song quality to his vocals, and the way that the song builds is really nicely done, and the staging as well was really good. So I think people have sort of come around to it a bit more now that they've gotten over, certain people were disappointed, but it's, I can see why people think that it's maybe too safe or too generic, but there's something about this that resonates with me. I'm not sure why, but it's a very solid entry. I like the way it builds, and I keep going back to it for some reason.
Oh, okay, that's very interesting to hear. How about you, James?
I will second the motion that he has a lovely voice. I think he is a very talented singer. No surprise he won his version of The Voice of Finland. I only really have two issues with this song. The first one being that lyrically, the lyrics seem like they're written for a sort of older gentleman. So when I look at his songwriting team, I see they're all in their 30s. So I could kind of, I wonder if this song was actually geared towards someone else, and then they saw an opening and it's like, hey, this guy's trying out for UMK. Here's a song for you. Because really, lyrically, this song should be sung by someone who kind of looks like Knez from Montenegro. Someone who's like, has life experiences like sneaking contraband booze past communist border guards or something like that. But yeah, I do actually find the song quite pleasant. It grows on me every time I listen. But yeah, it's just a bit of a mismatch for me in terms of what this kid looks like. I mean, is he even 18? And the lyrics, it just kind of, overall it seems as jarring as Kurt Russell selling breast pumps. It just doesn't match for me.
That is an interesting metaphor there. Trying to get out of my head now. Go away. So, as Finland is concerned, I mean, I was definitely also Team Cicciolina, right? It's fair, but I'm so used to my favorites not winning, so that's not an issue for me. I can easily put aside my personal opinion about a song and look at the winning song on its own merits. And to me, if I had to give Finland a title, it would be the title of the most unremarkable song of the year. Not the worst song. To me, it is just so unremarkable. I don't get how this really was like the juries and televoters listen to it. I'm like, yeah, that's a good one. That stands out. It's just non-existent to me. And I will say I feel really bad for Aksel, because a lot of negativity was thrown at him online, and he didn't deserve that. He just wanted to represent his country and his music, and he won, and that's it. So it kind of almost ruined Eurovision for him. So I feel really, really bad for him. I personally had a lot of concerns about the song, besides the unremarkable thing, but to me, I feel as Aksel lacks stage presence. He just kind of, maybe it's appropriate for the song because it's a very mellow song as well, and he's kind of like that, but he just wasn't there for me. And I'm like, I'm missing a connect here at least. There's zero connection with me. And I don't expect always like a sassy Beyonce on stage, right? We do not need Eleni Ferreira flipping her hair back and forth, but sometimes less can be more. I miss the charisma here. And I'm sure he has some, but it just didn't come through. And I don't know what else to say. It's just so forgettable, and I just cannot connect to the song. I'm really bored with it, and it is definitely one of the ones that if it's on, I start talking. But once again, I don't skip it, but I don't pay attention at all either. It's just absolutely not a thing for me. That's basically sums it up, my opinion about Finland. How about you, Connor?
I'm a lot of comments that have been said are kind of going to be echoed by me. I am probably one of very few fans that like actually really enjoy this song. In fact, I enjoy this song more than Cicciolina because I don't know. I think that Finland would have made a mistake by selecting that song because I don't think that it would have gained them a qualification, which is what they were really ultimately looking for this year. But the one thing I appreciate about this song is that it's not showy. Like it doesn't pull from a lot of gimmicks, and it doesn't need a rubber suit and bears on stage to kind of be, I don't want to say memorable because you just talked about how it's not, but like for it to be engaging. It kind of had a potential to pull, I feel like a Michael of 2018, where it's a good song and a mix of songs, and you like it and you enjoy it. But then it ends up just outside the top 5 at Eurovision, because I think this definitely would have won over the jury votes. But for me, I love his voice. I think that this is beautifully done and beautifully staged. And it's one of my all-time favorites for the season. So I'm excited this is here. I'm excited that they picked who they picked over some other people. And I'm excited that he announced the other day that he's actually going to be submitting a song to UMK for 2021.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that, because initially he was not very happy. So I'm glad that he changed his mind about that, because it's, again, nothing against the artist. All right, so those are our thoughts about the Finnish entry. Let's see what it's going to look like score-wise. So first, we'll give our scores from 10 to super awesome to 1 to super not awesome. And then we'll add the rest as well from the team. So who went first? I think it was Sean. So go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. So like I said, it builds really well. There's something beautiful about the quality of his voice. I just want to say about your point as well about his lack of stage presence. I think when you watch the performance, I think it actually does create quite an intimate feel, which I think works with the song. Might just be a difference of opinion there, but I think that the way that it is staged, it does lend itself to that. So, but going to the song, like I say, I enjoy it. I keep finding myself going back to it, and it was one of the first sort of standouts from the national finals for me this year. So I gave it 8.5.
Oh wow, that's high. James.
I gave this one a 6 because I do find his voice rather lovely. Going back to your comments about charisma, I would actually like to see him come back in a few years, not necessarily 2021, but to come back in 2026 or something. So he comes back as a more seasoned pro. Has a few years under his belt. He's found his own unique voice and whatnot. But yeah, I just give it a 6. I like the song. I didn't think it was that great. And to all those Cicciolina fans who keep on grousing about the song online, Lake Bodom's over there. Go jump in it.
Now, I love my Cicciolina. I agree. I tend to disagree more with you guys than agree on this one. I do agree. I don't know if Cicciolina would have qualified, but I'm almost certain that Finland would have not qualified either this year with this song. I don't think either of them would have had a good shot. This comes down to personal taste. So to me, as I said, it's not a hateable song. It's just so forgettable and unremarkable to me. So I cannot give it an average score. I have to give it at least slightly less than average, so 4.5 from me. So, Connor.
So I based this score a lot based off of the atmospheric vibe of it, and based off of the other fact that whilst this I wouldn't say is as good as my other top songs, this is equally as memorable, and I think equally as kind of like what Sean said, where like the vibe of his voice, the staging, and kind of the storytelling of the song, they all match up perfectly. So I gave this a perfect 10. And wow. I know that that's really, really high. But this is another one of those songs from the 2020 season that when I Google and I go through the 2020 season, this is one of the first ones for me to pull up and listen to on a regular basis. And again, it stands out because it's not showy, it's not gimmicky, it's not a pop song. It is what it's supposed to be, which is a beautiful ballad type song.
There you have it. Not too bad, right? I'm the mean one on this one, but hey, it happens, I guess. But do I represent the overall opinion of the ESC United team, or are like Sean and Connor more on the right, or maybe James the one in between? Only one way to find out. So we added all of the scores, the 4 of ours and the rest of the contributors on ESC United, and we have the final score. So Finland, Aksel, looking back, receives from our team 6.04. 6.04 for Finland. I see some slight nods there from Sean. Your thoughts?
I've said it before in these videos, I like the song. I can understand why people might not, or, like you've said yourself, it could be unremarkable. It passes people by. I'm guessing that was more the case for a lot of the members of our team. They probably just get it sort of middling average rank. A couple of people hated it, and then like myself and Connor, who really enjoyed it, it's probably a similar situation. So I can understand that.
Yeah, I am glad. It's a little higher than I initially thought. I thought Finland would end up in the 5-point-something range, actually. I'm okay with the score, of course, because it's just my opinion. It's higher than what I would have given. But it also shows that people, at least on our team, are able to look past some of their maybe bias towards, like, if they were rooting for another song. Meaning Cicciolina. I mean, it was between those two songs, let's be fair here. So I think it's a fair score, I guess. I think people were able to look past it. I'm okay with it. I feel it's fine. It's 6 score for me, and we'll find out soon enough where it ended. I just got to ask you, Connor, because it was 10 pointers for you. You okay? Disappointed? Your thoughts?
No, I'm not disappointed because, like I said, I knew that I was going to be one of very few fans for the song, and I knew that going in, I was going to be the high end of the score. I would say probably Sean and I are probably the top 2 scorers for this song. I just want to throw that out there. But no, it's not surprising. I'm on Twitter, so I read through all the hate comments that he's received. And I've seen all the fan votes where Cicciolina wins the whole, second chance contest. I'm not an idiot, but I'm glad it at least. I'm glad it at least went over a 6. That's what I'm happy about.
You got that. 6.04 for Finland. Now it's time to show you the full scoreboard, everyone watching, to see where Finland ends up in the ranking as of right now. And this is your opportunity to share your thoughts and comments. There's the comment section below. Would love to hear from you. Do you agree with Connor/Sean, or you may on my team, or you think James got it right because he was the closest or almost on the
0.04 off.
Yeah, I mean, you personally cannot give a 6.04, so I guess you as close as you can get. You tried, but I said no. So would love to hear from you. Leave your thoughts below and hit that subscribe button, because this channel is your favorite, right? Isn't that what I say in the beginning? So please do that. And I got to move on. Have a good day. Goodbye.